to the tavern if you want to talk, but just leave me alone.
Excuse me, good man. Are you a merchant?
Yes, I am, but you should go to the shop if you want to buy something. I have a wholesale agreement with the shopkeeper. We end up making more money that way.
I doubt that you are making very good profit. Most of the items in the shop are inexpensive and cannot be marked up that high. Why is it a problem for you to supply quality goods?
Don't salt my wounds, mage. Until recently, every time I came to Karg, I brought with me several great adamantine swords made by Galen from Sheep Shallow. But some time ago, Galen stopped coming to our meeting place, so I've ended up losing my source of income. I almost went broke with those cheap goods. Everybody in Karg knows about it. I tried to hire someone to travel to Sheep Shallow and find out what happened to Galen, but I can't pay in advance, and my credit is very low these days.
Well, today's your lucky day. I would be willing to ascertain information about the blacksmith without prepayment. I suppose you wouldn't consider upsetting a mage just for the sake of money. Deal?
You don't have to threaten me. I'm not a scoundrel. I am an honest merchant, and you have my word that I shall pay you in full.
I must talk to Sir Eagles, but he seems so involved in his conversation. I'm afraid that he will get angry and wouldn't listen to me if I interrupt him, but I should collect myself and intervene anyway.
A sad surprise for a tired and hungry traveler. All tables are taken. I'll have to ask someone to let me sit at his or her table. That night, for example. He's alone. Excuse me, noble sir. Would you mind if I sit at your table? Please understand, I do not wish to impose, but there are no tables available to sit at.
Don't apologize. I don't often get to see new faces in this tavern, so it would be a pleasure to sit and talk with someone I don't know. You have guessed right that I belong to a noble family. However, I don't much care for etiquette, so just call me Eagles. My uncle, an important army officer, wants me to make a career for myself, but I have no desire to serve the king.
Why not? Everybody thinks that royal service means honor and respect. And would you not enjoy seeing the king every day? Not to mention the receptions and all of the grand dances.
Maybe that was the way 100 years ago, but it's different nowadays. The king doesn't even show his face to anyone. He wears his armor and helmet as if he were expecting an assassination attempt. Even the highest of nobles are often not admitted to the palace. The king rarely gives his orders himself these days. They are usually conveyed to us by his retainer mages instead. And those orders don't make sense either. Take the army drafts, for instance. They draft everybody they can get, but the army still can't maintain order on the Alad.
Who are those retainer mages you mentioned? What do they do?
Where do you come from, the moon? Long ago, only a few people knew of the existence of the Necromancer Guild. These days, necromancers are everywhere, including the royal court. The only place they haven't taken over yet is the ancient woods. People say that it's still populated by the druids, mages of a different alignment than the necromancers. I haven't seen them myself.
Sir Eagles, please don't reproach me for interrupting your conversation. The headman of Lyretia, your inherited village, begs you to come as soon as you can.
What's their problem, I wonder? Anyway, it doesn't make any difference now. I'm sick of this town and I'm ready to leave. By the way, good man, would you accompany me? I don't know you very well, but you seem to be an honorable person.
It will be my pleasure. You can say that I am from the moon in the sense that I'm not from around here. I'll benefit from seeing this country with my own eyes. Lead on.
My arrow can hit a squirrel dead in the eye, leaving its fur undamaged. But I can also take on bigger monsters if necessary.
you attracted to mages, sis? Like the one standing over there by the tavern. He's a handsome one, not like those bleached necromancers.
I've never seen him in town before. Where does he come from, I wonder?
Guarding the town gate is honorable as well as profitable, but sometimes I wish I could get down off of here and hit the road. I envy people who can decide to leave at any moment.
I'm ready.